How's it going today, guys and gals? My name is Gene, and welcome to today's AA meeting. If you all remember a couple weeks back, I made a video breaking down the Attack on Titan OP. If I remember correctly, I called it the best OP of the season. After further consideration, I've decided that it's not the best OP, but seemingly every anime OP this season is the best. First we had Attack on Titan, then Beastars, which I'll cover next. And now, the latest to the mix being the Promised Neverland Season 2 opening. I remember back in 2019 when the series first debuted, the first OP was what got me to watch the series. Not to mention the beautiful EDs made by Kaiu Shirai. After a long 2-year wait, I cannot lie and say I was a little nervous if the second OP was going to vibe as much as the first one did. And good God, did Cloverworks knock it out of the park. Seeing Emma, Ray, and the rest of the cast walk away gave me goosebumps, and now I'm here breaking down a few of my favorite scenes in this opening. Don't worry, even though I've read the manga, this video is going to be spoiler free. If you haven't seen the OP and would like to watch it before seeing this, I'll leave a link down in the description below. Without further ado, let's get into this, shall we? What made the first OP so great was the use of foreshadowing. The prime example of this being the fuse reaching the point of escape. Though the Season 2 OP lacks significant foreshadowing, it makes up all this with their use of symbolism and transitions. In regards to symbolism, the Promised Neverland uses an artistic style using symbolic images and indirect suggestions to express mythic ideas, emotions, and states of mind. Some of my favorite examples of this have to be when the children are around the table eating the plate of rabbit. If you are watching this, I'm hoping you know the premise of the series by now. The rabbits on a plate, followed by the children being in the same position, represents a core value of the series. It can be interpreted as an act of going vegetarian, as industrial farming is what the children are facing in this series. But I think the meaning is different. The Promised Neverland wants us to know the preciousness of a life, and how in a sense we are all equal. Between demons and humans, both gather around a table, and though the two look very different, the acts are the same. This brings me to the beginning with the silhouette of Emma and the demon reaching out to one another. Emma's silhouette is surrounded by a bouquet of flowers, whereas the demon's is surrounded by the Vide flower. The Vide has an important role to the series and will be explained later on, so I don't want to go into detail to avoid spoilers. The thing to note is that they are used to represent when someone dies, as seen in the OP and in Season 1. This imagery of the two different types of flowers showcases the difference these two groups have, but they reach out for one common goal. Another one of my favorite scenes is when Emma had her hand reaching towards the sky in the Vide field, having all her family members disappear, as we know what happens to them. As we bask in this demon perspective, we see a new villain, as hands come down close together. Followed this are chains, symbolizing that even someone's hands can chain you down. Once Emma breaks her chains and faces the demons, the same empty Vide field fills with her loved ones. Honestly, this scene was stupidly beautiful, and I cannot get over seeing that scene. My favorite scene, however, is the final scene with the kids walking towards the light. Last, we see Emma and Ray's face us before they turn their head to the light. We ask ourselves, where are they walking to? And the beauty of this scene is the kids don't know either. They're moving forward to the light, knowing that even though it's new, it's better than the darkness awaiting them back at Gracefield Farm. Now let's take a quick second to talk about the music. First off, let's give a round of applause to Kiiro Akiyama. This was an amazing opening. Doing some reading, I found out he read the manga, so I'm sure his lyrics represent a lot that have to do with the series. Unfortunately, I don't speak the language or understand it, so I can't discuss the meaning behind a few of the lyrics. But what I want to talk about is the title of the song being Identity. This, I feel, means the uniqueness to every character in the story. Everyone has their own identity, and that's what makes the cast of characters so beloved. My favorite is Phil, who's shown in this OP. Even though he was left behind, his identity is his own and what makes him special. As he waits for Emma to return, he knows times will be tough, but he cannot let knowing the truth break his spirit. But most important of all, he can't let it break his identity. Who's your favorite character's identity in this series? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, that is going to do it for me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss another AA meeting, please consider subbing to my channel. Looks like the Attack on Titan chapter 136 will be dropping tonight, so I'll be hard at work making that video. Thank you again for watching. This has been Gene with Ascension Anime, and I'll see you later. Ciao.
目覚めたまえ我が主たちよ。